Let's say big brands, Nike, Lululemon. What are they looking for when they're looking at Indian entrepreneurs? You speak with them, I'm sure, right? What is the chatter that you hear?
I think everybody's figuring this out, right? And the world geopolitical, it's very interesting because every few months the supply chain strategy evolves, as they say.
ट्रम्प था नहीं
ट्रम्प
था
था
वापस
नहीं
आ
था,
गया
अभी आ गया, अभी रशिया यूक्रेन चल रहा है, अभी नहीं चल रहा है, अभी देखिए लोकलाइजेशन करना है, फिर आपको पता चलता है कि यदि आप if you want to manufacture a garment in Switzerland, there are no people left to manufacture garments. So what you gonna do, right?
Yeah.
So everybody's trying to. So there is a part around where everybody's trying to predict the future and then plan for it. That's one. The second is everybody's trying to play around the rules that are being formed a little bit. We are in a good situation, right? If you were to offer a credible alternative to China, brands will shift, or at least they will shift a certain. So we are in talks with one of the, a large Japanese retailer which has sort of made an internal commitment to move 25% of its business out from China to India. Now it's the ability of Indian business to execute on that. That's a bigger challenge. The opportunities are there. Yes, there are certain businesses that are, that will continue to be in China because the Chinese market is already very large for them. Right? If 10, 15, 20% of their business is already out of China, they cannot afford to, piss off the local government there, right? But if you are able to offer a credible alternative, I think a large portion can shift to India.
And that's the other thing people underappreciate, that China, one, it's a large manufacturing giant, but it's also a large consumption giant today. Like any strategy that any manufacturer has cannot ignore China as well. So even when they're trying to move out, they have to keep a certain base in China.
Absolutely, that'll always be there, right? But again, as I am at the risk of repeating myself, the opportunity in China is so large. Even if you were to take a small portion of it, it's amazing here, and every extra bit helps because the growth compounds. So let me give you an example, right? 4 or 5 years back, we started on a particular fabric for a large global retailer. And at that point in time, we were 17-18% more expensive than China, like FOB to FOB comparison. So last year, when the same fabric, we were 2% cheaper. Now what's changed? It's with scale, right? The more you manufacture something, the better you get at it, the local supply chains get created, and then every bit helps, right? So right now we are in a situation where it's not kick-started yet. It's still in the process. The gears are moving slowly. Once the thing kick-starts, it'll flow on its own because those natural advantages will start kicking in and attracting. Labor in China is getting very expensive. It's like $600 per month or something, right? And it's only increasing. So all the stars are aligned. It's up to us to make it happen, which is the challenge.